Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another live stream. May we be bullish for a little bit, just for a little bit. Good afternoon, Lavi. Good morning, Creed and Bentley. Afternoon, Grant. David, we're moving up. I'm glad you didn't sell. I hope you didn't sell last week. So good morning, Unique Birds. Rafal. Ollie, good morning. Mohammed, good morning. Afternoon from London. All right. Good morning, John. I just made a TikTok. Shoot. I forgot to post it on X. I'll do that later. I did make a TikTok. Hello, Jess. Top of the morning, David. And there's some things that I looked at. So, all right. I can't say hello to everyone else. But some things that I looked at. Miners. Would I be able to find this? I don't know if I would be able to. There was a chart that I posted in my most recent TikTok talking about miners, Bitcoin miners, and how they have they're done. They now have they're net positive on inflows. They're net positive on they're adding to their positions and they've been net negative almost the entire year. So it would be great if I could find something that's on X here instead of pulling up the chart that I shared on my TikTok, and I'm not seeing it, but oh well. So miners are positive. All right, BT Casual, you're in the Discord, yes sir. If you do not have 20,000 HEEHEE tokens, that is you buy 20,000 HEEHEE tokens, and you will be able to enter into the premium Discord. And so you want to get information how to join the premium Discord. I'm going to be very active in it. Hopefully this week. I have some stuff on Thursday and Friday that I'm busy all day on Thursday and Friday of this week. But next week for sure I'll be a lot more active in it. So Robert, my brother, sisters, uncles, cousins, boyfriend, sister said the bull run is starting this week. We'll see. So API 3, should I keep buying DCA from here? I think where the market's going to go up this week. Just remember, guys, what happened last month. Okay, so last month, leading up to the unemployment report, things were looking terrible. August 5th was the bottom last month. And the trigger that caused that, you could say it was the carry trade in Japan, but it was also the unemployment report, the higher than expected unemployment report. This month, what so far was the bottom? It was again the unemployment report. We had a positive unemployment report, but then revisions came out, downward revisions from previous months, and it didn't look so good. And we lost a lot of full-time jobs in the United States, but then we gained a lot of part-time jobs that made it look better than what it actually was. But I do believe that altcoins have bottomed out, that we're close to a bottom. If I'm wrong about that we're still close to bottom. So yeah, DCAing into certain altcoins is good. So AC, is that merger still going to happen? The ASI merger? Has it not? I think it's happened already. I mean, I know they don't call it ASI. It's just named FET right now. Thoughts on the financial data coming out this week, good or bad? CPI report's going to be a positive. I do believe. I think we're going to be around 2.5%. CPI will be positive. So that should be a positive movement in the market. Question from Ollie, is the rate cut priced in, potential sell the news? If we see a big run up in the market, that would probably be a sell the news. All right. That is companies like Walmart. They don't give you benefits if you're part-time. Yeah. Is the Fed cutting or no? They're cutting. Yeah. Presidential debate on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. How do you enter the Discord? Join the Telegram group and you'll get instructions how to enter the Discord. And guys, I'm just going to announce this right now. I'll announce it many times. We are doing another HEEHEE giveaway already. We've already started it. If you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you can win $100 worth. So hello, Anthony. Good morning, Randy. Let's see. So not going lower. Even September has just started. Oh no, the rate cuts The rate cuts are a wrench in this. We don't have rate cuts like this every so often. This doesn't happen every year. So we could go lower, but altcoins, they were in a clear downtrend. A lot of them were in a clear downtrend. We're now sideways, and eventually we will be in an uptrend. So HEEHEE bullishness is increasing. Yes, sir. Good morning, Chris. Bitcoin dominance, it's still elevated. So Bitcoin dominance, 57.05. There isn't I don't see a reason. Maybe we have a triple top in Bitcoin dominance, but I don't quite see a reason to think that Bitcoin's dominance has peaked. If you remember 2020, the thing that caused Bitcoin's dominance to peak was a significant run up in the price of Bitcoin. So if we see that, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the same thing happen this time around, a run up in the price of Bitcoin that causes Bitcoin's dominance to peak, and then that rolls over to altcoins. Do you think the presidential election will push for a bull run if Trump wins? That's more positive. I'm not saying it's going to be this explosive bull run. So Lobby is in the raffle already. Awesome. Hello, Alessandro. Good morning, Alex. Would it make a difference if they dropped interest rates 25 basis points or 50 basis points? I think a 25 basis point rate cut is priced in. A 50 basis point rate cut would be a shock to the system, I think. Let me check out the CME FedWatch tool real quick. The thing that I think would be the most surprising, and the thing that I'm rooting for the most, is if they announced that they were done unwinding their quantitative tightening to the tune of $25 billion a month. So right now, it was 50-50 at one point. Right now, we're at 73%, according to CME FedWatch, that we are going to see a 25 basis point rate cut. Banana Zone incoming, we'll see. I have 1K now. Should I buy HEEHEE for some returns or buy some altcoin? All right, Unique Birds, I'm in this position where obviously I would want you to buy HEEHEE. I'm just going to say this in general. It's probably going to be the larger cap altcoins that move first, and then the smaller cap, and then the meme coins. At some point, you're going to want to be in on the meme coins. But I think we still have a little bit of flat for meme coins, and but so here's the thing that I've been saying, up like this for altcoins eventually, and then meme coins will be like this, and then this. So Fetch is doing well. I didn't sell before the merge. I sold before the merge, and I'm open to buying back in. So good morning, Alex. Can you please look at Vera chart? Vera, I don't have it on TradingView here, and I'm not going to add it. I'm sorry. If it was a members only live stream, oh man, you're a member. I'm not going to add it to I just have too many charts on TradingView. Give me a second. CoinMarketCap.com. Let's see. U.S. labor force thoughts in the coming weeks, months. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to point you to somebody. He's posting this content on X, and he has like 11,000 followers. His content's on fire. He's so good. Give me a second. Let me look at Vera. I wouldn't be surprised if Vera was still kind of in a downtrend and it was going to remain that way for a bit. Let me look at the last year. I'm on CoinMarketCap.com. I mean, it might have broken its downtrend. And now it's just flat. I wouldn't be opposed to getting some Vera right now. Oh shoot, what's his name? I recently followed him last week, so I don't think it's going to be hard for me to find him. Brett _ETH. Check this guy out on X. He has 10.8 thousand followers. He's been posting some really good content. And I don't think I'm going to be. Oh, here we go. So I don't want to. All right, you guys won't be able to hear this. Let me flip my screen for those of you on TikTok real quick. This is really important in terms of unemployment. So unemployment. What you're looking at here is historically the red line is the rate cuts. That is when we have the first rate cut after a season of tightening. And so you can see that unemployment, so in the blue section with the black line is unemployment. Unemployment puts in this kind of rounded bottom here every time, and then it accelerates pretty quickly. And so rounded bottom, 2008, rounded bottom, and then it accelerates pretty quickly. And so, and then the rate cuts have always been historically, except for this one time here, I don't know what year that is, but always it's been around the time of the end of that cup is the rate cut. So here we are in 2024, and it's accelerated already. Around the time of the end of the cup is already over. And so now what? Now what do we do? We're cutting rates in order to prevent a recession. At least we're cutting rates a little bit too late, assuming there's going to be a rate cut on September 18th. So there's just something to keep on your radar that unemployment could very aggressively accelerate, which means that what they're going to do most likely is that they're going to probably over the next year have a few 75 basis point rate cuts, maybe two of them, because they're going to need to get caught up. So what does that mean for crypto? Eventually that'll be bullish, but I think short term there's going to be some pain in 2025. So you guys got to follow this guy. I see Alvarez in here. If you didn't see my second most recent video on following Alvarez, you got to follow the guy. Guys, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Remember, 0.2 Solana, HEEHEE giveaway. Let me exit this if I can. Follow this guy as well, Brett_ETH. I have no incentive to do that. I want you to get some alpha. So EGLD, I'm not a big fan of EGLD. Those middle of the road layer ones, I'm just not too excited about them. So if you still have FET in Coinbase, is it the same as ASI? I don't know. I think so. Let's see. Hello, Alessandro, Albert. Good morning, Alex. Would I make I answered that. Banana Zone incoming. We'll see. I need to get caught up here. I just need Pepe before the end of the month. And I've been eyeing up on Canto. I don't know what Canto is. Good morning. The Discord launch. I didn't get the invite. Join the Telegram group. Join the Telegram group. Do I think Bitcoin will cross 100K after rates bottom out and the money printers turned on, which I think is going to take at least another year? So I don't think we're hitting $100,000 before that happens. M2 money supply right now is lower than where it was when we peaked in 2022. Maybe not global M2 money supply, but the United States dollar, that's for sure. So because I want to buy one time, I don't like to sell and buy other. I think HEEHEE is cheap right now. HEEHEE is definitely cheap. I can't legally give you a price target with HEEHEE, but I will tell you that meme coins will have their moment and they will explode. So others Bitcoin breaking out on the daily. Let's check that out. Well, I have others dominance. I don't have others Bitcoin, but others dominance does seem to be breaking out as well. Where is it? 9.67%. So what's the all-time high here? It's like, oh, wow, it's much higher. So others has gotten up to 20%. That would be huge if others got up to 20% again. It's at 9.67%. Was that Brett_ETH? Yes, Brett_ETH. Hello, Huggy. Thought on Velo. I like Velo fundamentally. I'm not going to look at a chart or anything right now. Do you think a mini alt season is still on before the end of the year? I think so, yeah. Bitcoin to 45, your thoughts? I don't think so. I would not. I would be a buyer right now. I mean, could we go to 45? That's the yearly open. We certainly could. I think people calling for $45,000, what they say is that we always backtest the yearly open every year that's happened. But this year we saw the spot Bitcoin ETFs accumulate more than 400,000 Bitcoin. That props up the market significantly more than you would think. Did I say 40,000? I meant to say 400,000. I think I said 400,000. So a $55,000 Bitcoin, I'm telling you guys, given how much the spot Bitcoin ETFs has accumulated, that is the equivalent of about a $32,000 Bitcoin. $32,000 Bitcoin is around the point where we were at in September of 2020. We were around $10,000. That was a little bit more than half of Bitcoin's previous all-time high. Right now, a $32,000 Bitcoin would be a little bit less than half of Bitcoin's previous all-time high. If you're confused as to why I'm saying that, a little over a year ago, I made a video estimating how much what Bitcoin's price would be if the spot Bitcoin ETFs had already existed at that time. Bitcoin's price when I made that video was $30,000, and I gave an estimate of $53,000 for Bitcoin. So right now we're at $55,000, which is why I say that without the spot Bitcoin ETFs, we would be at $32,000. So Big D, hello. Solnick and HEEHEE, let's go. Yes, sir. I can legally. HEEHEE is going way over 20 million. I would not be shocked by that at all. Do you think meme coins will have their moment by the end of 2024? I actually could see meme coins go extending into 2025. And so, listen, guys, if you're not familiar with my channel, I believe we're peaking in 2024, and then the 2025 is going to be a rough year. And then after that, when rates have bottomed out and the money printers turned on, then we're going to see a huge move up in Bitcoin over 6 figures. So will meme coins have their moment by the end of 2024? Remember what happened earlier this year. There was a stretch from like April to June when I was almost entirely out of altcoins, and I was only messing around with meme coins, and I had a significant amount of my portfolio in stocks and in meme coins, and then that dried up, and I exited a lot of my meme coins, but that was after the peak. That was during a time when altcoins were suffering tremendously. Meme coins were doing very well, and so I think we're going to see something similar, where meme coins, maybe because if it's over in 2024. There's still going to be a lot of people who are convinced that we're going to peak at the end of 2025. And so there's going to still be a lot of players in this market, which means, in my opinion, that meme coins will still run into 2025. What do you think about the state of the market right now? I think we're going to go up until the rate cuts. And then after that, we'll see. I'm not expecting much for September. Even with the rate cuts, I'm not expecting much for September. I would love to see, I want to see Bitcoin close in the 50s in this month, preferably the high 50s for September. I'm not, that's how it goes with September. A 300X would be very nice. Yes. Luxury cigar reviewer. Hola. Data Lake, don't know enough. Alex, just want to say thank you for the video. You really didn't have to, but thank you, man. It's my pleasure, man. Every time I watch one of your videos, I'm like, more people need to be seeing this. So do you think we bottomed out at 48K? As of right now, that's my opinion. And that logic with the ETF impact is why I'm slightly in the camp that potentially we are at the 2019 Gaussian channel point, not the 2021 point. Cran Dave, you might be right. Maybe it's over. And maybe it's over for quite a while. Maybe it's over until rates bottom out. That would make sense, right? Because that's what happened in 2020. We had the COVID crash that instantly sent rates to zero, and they turned on the money printer like crazy, and then it was time for the big bull run. And so, but here's the deal. Here's the difference: is 2019 was pre-halving, 2021 was post-halving. 2019 was pre-halving. 2024 is post-halving, and so I do believe that there is enough belief that we will reach a $100,000 Bitcoin and everything like that, that we will put in a new high for 2024. We'll see. It's really fascinating to see what's going to happen. I am open to the idea that this is more of a 2019, but pre-halving versus post-halving, does the halving have an effect? I think it has an effect. I don't think it has nearly as much of an effect as most people think, but I think it has an effect. So post-halving and ETF support, yeah. Do you think crypto will pump November and December? I'm saying October. I think we're going to see between a 15 and 30% gain in October. Thank you, Don, for subscribing. Aptos, thoughts on Ring AI? I haven't looked at Ring AI in a while. I wouldn't be surprised if it did some kind of a retrace. I also wouldn't be surprised if it did not hit a new all-time high. Aptos, not quite there yet. Still in a downtrend. Maybe, sure. I mean, you could say it's in an uptrend. It has a series of, it has a new higher high. Man, it's probably more just in a range, a chop, because it did put in a lower low after a higher high. It's like, what's it going to do? So After you sell in December, what Bitcoin price will you look to buy back into? Something like 30,000. But I'm going to follow the market. Which altcoin is good for entry? API3 looks pretty good. There's some other ones. I'll look at charts. I haven't looked at many charts recently over the weekend. Thoughts on LCX and ABT? Let me look at ABT real quick. Guys, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I can answer every question on YouTube. I can't on TikTok. Just FYI. ArcBlock looks like it's putting in a bull flag. ArcBlock looks ready. I think it's gonna go on another leg here sometime soon. And then LCX, I've been saying, if you see LCX at 11 cents, that's the time to buy. I think it did get to 11 cents last week. It's at 11.96 this week. Perfect entry. I gave you your entry with LCX. I don't believe these comments saying that LCX is going to 2 or 3 cents. I think 11 cents is about the bottom with LCX. So HBAR, Sui, Render, AKT, Pendle, Flux, GFI, Phala, Dovu, Karate Combat is all you need. Okay. What are your thoughts about what Benjamin Cohen said about ETH? I don't know what he said. Oh, wait, no, he said it will pull by 70% like it did in 2019. No, I disagree. 70%, that was because of the Black Swan event. I disagree with that. It's possible, but I disagree. Thoughts on Joe? I'm thinking buying this instead of AVAX. I don't know anything about Joe. I know it's an Avalanche cryptocurrency. That's all I know. David thinks the bull run has just started. Dow is up over 400. All right, getting a little confident. All right, we'll see. Thoughts on Miria? I bought a decent amount of Miria a couple weeks ago, hoping to put in decent gains. Jasmine 30 cents bull run. Is that David Shatswell? Are you commenting on TikTok and YouTube, or are you somebody else? 30 cents seems a little bit far-fetched for Jasmine. What's your price prediction on LCS this stage? New 2024 high. That's all I'm going to say. Bitcoin up 1,700. It's one day, man. We saw Bitcoin dump by well over 1,700 last week. Cool. We have Bitcoin going up one day. Hold your horses, man. We still have a long month ahead of us. DOT. I'm not a fan of DOT. DOT sucks. Nobody's using DOT. I wouldn't touch it. $8 to $2 by the end of November. No. Are you still bullish on ChainSwap? Yes. What do you think about lithium finance now? Still don't know enough. Are we back on bull run? Guys, you're killing me. You guys are killing me. Why? Because we have one green day? It's too early to call. September is historically a bad month. I very much do not expect September to close above $60,000. Will we get above $60,000 at some point in September? Probably. But, what did we close the month at? We closed the month below $60,000. Historically, September is a bad month. We were down 9.35% on the month this past Friday. Right now, we're up to being down 6.29%. I expect September to be a slightly red month. The bull run will it come? It may come. I think October. I think October is going to be a very good month. What are your price targets on ChainSwap? I don't have one. Thoughts on Akash? I like Akash. LCX, I just talked about LCX. What do you think will happen after rate cuts? And what do you think will happen if the Fed cuts by 50 points? I think that could be bullish. Okay, David's only watching me on YouTube. Maybe this time is different because, listen, when's the last time we had rate cuts after a big upswing in rates? That was 2019. And then the last time before then was 2007. This doesn't happen all the time. Maybe this time's different. So a 50 basis point rate cut, I think, could provide some kind of a pop for the market, but that may not play itself out immediately. Yeah, I feel like having impact is overinflated. My 2019 Gaussian channel point belief is more if we get a hard landing. If not, I think we get closer to 100K by end of Q1 2025 due to hype. All right, we'll see. Do you think Base will make a comeback other than Brett, or was it a one-hit pony? Oh, I think Base is making a comeback, yeah. Hi, Alex. Do you get into launch pads on the run-up to Euphoria? Sometimes. It depends. Yesterday, Bitcoin dominance was falling. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's dominance is still plenty high. Thoughts on Rio? I like Rio. Thoughts on Brett? I like Brett. Vet price prediction, new 2024 high by the end of the year. Noble Block's market cap prediction. I no longer have one for this scenario where we hit $80,000 Bitcoin for 2024, and then 2025 is a rough position. If it's full-blown euphoria, I could see Noble Blocks getting to a $500 million market cap, fully diluted market cap. What do you think could be the spark that could start an uptrend in October? I don't know if there needs to be a spark, Ollie. I just, here's the thing that happens in September. We know that September is a bad month, so every pump is shorted. Every pump is, people take profits. They close their longs sooner than they would if it wasn't September. I actually do believe that. And then October, the opposite usually happens, where people let their longs ride, and they don't short every pump. So it's like we're swimming upstream this month, and then next month it'll feel like swimming downstream. I do believe that. Now, it doesn't have to happen like the first day of October, but remember 2020, October 11th was around the time that things started getting really hot. So you think the bull run will start when the rate cuts happen on September 18th? Yeah, I just kind of answered that already. 72K Bitcoin before the Fed meeting? I disagree. I don't think it's going to be that high. You're talking $17,000. I mean, it can happen, but I don't think it's going that high before the Fed meeting. If so, I'm probably going to exit and try to re-enter after the Fed meeting. Do you think Brett can 20x? It could, yeah. Thoughts on Quant? I'm not touching Quant anytime soon. It's not going to do anything extraordinary until we see a new all-time high with Bitcoin, and even then it may take time. I mean, Quant's up today. That's good. Ooh, nice green candle for Quant over the last couple of days. That's good. So again, I think a lot of altcoins have bottomed out. All right, Victor is in the HEEHEE Premium Discord. If you want alpha just as good as any other Discord in existence that focuses on crypto and investing, all you have to do is buy 20,000 HEEHEE, join the Telegram group, and you'll get connected into the Discord. And also a reminder, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE, you will between now and 1 p.m. Eastern Time, United States, you have 2.5 hours. You will automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth of HEEHEE. Where to buy Dojo Protocol? You can get it on Phantom, on Jupiter. Think XRP could do $8 to $10? No, not even close. Fed's held back too long to cut the repo rate heading to a recession. Bearish. Yes, I agree with you. But first pump. Yeah, I totally agree with you. But what happens usually after they cut the rate cuts, is a little bit of a pump in the stock market. And then we don't have much history with crypto, but I do believe that there will be a pump and then yeah, recession. Any thoughts on Atom? Is it dead? Atom's not dead, but I wouldn't touch it. It's put in a lower low than its bear market bottom. It's 2022 bear market bottom. I've never been a fan of the Atom token. It's too inflationary. The Cosmos ecosystem is amazing. It's got a lot of major players in it, but anyone who's developed using the software, the Cosmos software development kit, I don't think they need to own any amount of Atom token. It's a huge miss on their part. 50 basis point rate cut will probably spook the markets. It's possible. J-Ho, thank you. Desk smashing goat. Do you think ETH could recover and finally pump its dumping like an S coin? Yes. Could you please have a look at Axelar chart? I'd really appreciate it. Let's look at Axelar. Credit coin. I don't know anything about credit coin. Hey, I just joined where you're talking about entering after the Fed meeting. That's if we saw a big pump. Otherwise, I would just hold. Like somebody was saying that we're going to $72,000 Bitcoin before the Fed meeting. I strongly disagree with that. So Axelar has broken its downtrend. Now it's in a sideways movement. Now is a good time to accumulate Axelar. I don't think it's going to enter a new downtrend. Let's see. Can you please give advice on DCAing? Now is the time to DCA. I was not saying that from April to July. Now I'm saying that. I'm 60 years old and my family thinks I'm crazy. Okay. You think Bitcoin is going to dump after the Fed? It depends. If we have a run up to the Fed meeting, I think so. If we don't, no. If alts haven't bottomed out, they're going to zero. Good. I mean, we don't exactly have a buttload of data, but the last time rates dropped, Bitcoin actually fell for the month after the first rate cut, right? Yes. Yes, because it was 2019 and because we had a significant move right up to the moment of the rate cuts. Caspa. Crayon Dave, I know that you want to present this information. I'm telling you that I'm open to it and that I am of a different opinion. So we can continue to go back and forth. I think I have a rebuttal to every point that you're going to make. And the biggest thing is 2019, we did a 702 retrace right before the first rate cuts. And then we got a little too ahead of ourselves and we needed to go bottom out. In 2024, that doesn't need to happen because of the belief that we're going to see this epic bull run. So Caspa, I got a question about Caspa. Caspa's recovered. It's back in its range. I was a little nervous, and I ended up not doing this. I was afraid that Caspa was going to lose its range, but it put in a strong bullish candle there that was bought up significantly, and now it's back within its range. Now's a good time, I think, to buy some Caspa. So. Yeah, 72K before the 18th could be buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't disagree with that. Yeah. Guys, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I cannot answer every question on TikTok. I can on YouTube. Head on over there, World War Bitcoin. Do you think ICP will 20x in bull run? No, absolutely not. Why would we DCA when we know that this is a mini pump? It will go lower. I mean, we don't know anything. I never talk in terms of I know. You'll never hear me say I 100% am convinced that something's going to happen. People told me the same thing in November of 2022 when Bitcoin was under $16,000. I made a video saying that I was bullish, and people told me, why would you DCA right now? We know it's going to $12,000. We know it's going to $10,000. You don't know. You don't know that for sure. The odds are in your favor that DCAing now would do you well. Will it go? If it goes lower, then continue to DCA. Polygon Matic, what's your thoughts on it? I don't know about this poll transition, so I need to look into that still. Are there higher levels of Discord active, or will that be later? I don't know. I'm not manning that, Dave. So you're gonna need to ask KB. How high can Dojo Protocol go? It's too new. It's too new, and too small of a market cap to give you thoughts on that. Yeah, Anthony, you remember. Thoughts on Injective? I don't know, man. What's Injective up to? I haven't looked at the chart today. Injective 1629. That's not strength, and it's still in a downtrend. Maybe it's going to be sideways now. There's some resistance. There's a decent amount of resistance above. Now it is oversold on Stochastic. It looks like it's trying to recover. Volume's not that great. I don't know. Aaron, Ministry of Crypto, is that actually you? Guys, Aaron, Ministry of Crypto, is that actually you? Can near surpass all-time high in 2024? Probably not. Do you have a preference over Dojo or TARS? Right now, I'd say Dojo. You still looking at 7 trillion total market cap? No. No, I'm not. And the reason why is because I don't think we're getting to we're peaking in 2024, in my opinion. And then maybe we'll get to like a $4 trillion market cap in 2024, and then 2025, bad. But then after they turn on the money printer, 7 trillion is too conservative. What platform for HEEHEE? Solana. I doubt it's him. I think he's still hiding. Can't be, that guy's probably hacked. Yeah, maybe. Can we peak in 2025? We certainly can. I am not of that belief, but we could. Thoughts on Demo? Man, I remember looking at Demo. I don't remember. I think I remember liking it. It's similar to Ator, right? If so, then I like it, but I don't have any price targets or anything. Thoughts on XRP, Render, and Velo? XRP, I think, is going to at some point put a short-term explosive move. Render, I don't know what to think about this Solana transition. You know, that really, but I think it's going to come back. Looks like August 5th was the bottom for Render. We'll see if we can get some bullish momentum here. Can we peak into? All right, answered that. Thoughts on Arrow? Arrow's bottomed out. It's putting higher highs in and higher lows. Cybria's trash. Thoughts on Cybria? Cybria's trash. Don't touch Cybria. XRP will have an explosive move to the downside. No, it won't. Late to the party, but HEEHEE Discord's looking fire. There we go. I'm gonna do something exclusive on HEEHEE. I don't know if it's a podcast or something. There is something that I want that's going to be just HEEHEE Discord. That if you're not in the HEEHEE Premium Discord, you will miss out. Maybe it'll be a podcast. Or maybe there'll be HEEHEE Discord only member chats or something. So, thoughts on ICP? Jasmine price prediction. How about 11 cents? That one might actually hit. ICP. Remember, everybody, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I cannot keep up with the TikTok chat, but I can on YouTube. Man, ICP, all right, that was just, that wasn't anything in particular that I was considering. ICP looks, maybe it's ready to break its downtrend. So, I mean, it's just been sideways for the last 2 months. ICP has. Now, I mean, it's put in a higher high equal low, or lower high equal low, lower high equal low. So maybe it's just chopping. Does Brett make a new all-time high in 2024? It's possible that Brett could make a new all-time high in 2025. Bitcoin to 84K this coming week. Okay. So you're saying ICP won't get to 140, not in 2024. So you believe that most likely bull run peak will be in the upcoming months? No. I think we'll see a new higher high in Bitcoin and in altcoins, but I'm not saying pack your bags, see you later, see you in 2028. I am saying that when the money conditions are more favorable, that when rates bottom out and when the money printers turned on, that we're going to see Bitcoin explode. But that the 4-year halving cycle is one of the most overrated things in all of crypto. And we, in my opinion, will see Bitcoin well over $100,000 in 2026 or 2027. None of my price predictions are still the same. You're asking if my price prediction for LCX is still the same. Under this scenario, maybe LCX gets to $1 in 2024, and then it goes down to like 3 cents. And then later on, HBAR will not hit its peak at 47 cents. No. All right, Sui. Arrow to $20 before 2025 outlandish. That sounds a little outlandish. Hey, but you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Everyone else is saying that we're going to peak in November of 2025. You know, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. You call it for all-time highs in 2026, 2027. I am calling for all-time highs in 2026 or 2027, correct. And I know for those of you who still believe in this nonsensical 4-year halving cycle, that's a difficult thing for you to hear. Please stop listening to these guys. He flip-flops. I have been very consistent, crypto future. Maybe on a day-to-day, you'll hear me express some differences in opinion in bullishness or bearishness. But I have consistently been saying 2024 peak, wait for rates to bottom out. All right, Sui. I would not call this a bull flag on Sui. The chart looks strong. It looks like it's bottomed out. Thoughts on ICP? Yeah, I answered that. You have a price prediction on HNT. I mean, I'm not a fan of HNT, but I can't deny that the chart looks pretty good. 826, man. Yeah. I mean, helium. Now, you got to be careful. Look at that. 702 retrace. Got rejected at 702 retrace. Right now, it's in the middle of the golden pocket. This could be a peak. But we'll see. I don't know if I would touch this right at this moment because of that retrace. This is around the time that people get really excited, is looking at that retrace and be like, oh, we're back on. But there's no denying that helium has performed a lot of coins. Russell, you don't have to spam. I'm just going through the comments one by one. Why is Cyber trash? You think the developers have given up? Watch my YouTube video, my Cyber price prediction. There's like 2 transactions a day. There's very little developer activity. I don't see any. When I made that video, at least, I didn't see any evidence that they were actually doing anything active. So you're telling me all of a sudden the 4-year cycle is being disrespected for the first time? Yes. I am telling you that it is a massive coincidence that crypto has only existed in a zero rate environment except for a brief moment from 2017 to 2019. But even then, we only got up to like 2.5%. And all of this funny money, all of this quantitative easing, that crypto existed in a different environment than it exists in now, that there are other factors at play. And I know that some of you are new to this, and you're hearing about the 4-year halving cycle and you're getting excited. And I am telling you that you at least need to consider a different perspective. And so Crypto Future is still at it. He's saying he's going to get his followers wrecked. Okay, Crypto Future, you need to have an open mind. What's the worst case scenario if I'm saying that Bitcoin's peaking at $80,000 in 2024? Worst case scenario is that we've already peaked. But you're probably talking negatively about me because you're thinking that we're going to go much higher in 2025. So how do my followers get wrecked if I'm wrong? If I'm wrong, they make the mistake that every smart money investor makes, in that they sell too early. So they're going to get wrecked by walking away having won this cycle, which a large majority of people will not win. So Crypto Future, do you want to reason together, or do you want to continue lying about me to people watching these live streams? I'm willing to reason with you. But if you're going to keep on saying this nonsense, then I'm just going to have to block you. Yeah, people say, great comment, Crypto Machinery. People say the first time the halving cycle isn't validated is if crypto is 100 years old. That's absolutely right. And I mean, it kind of is validated in the sense that I do believe in Bitcoin stock to flow. I don't believe in this nonsense, the Bitcoin stock to flow model, plan B. Oh man, I fell for that in 2021. He had me believing a bunch of garbage. Price prediction on ICP for this bull run, a new 2024 high, $30. How about that? And then in 2026, we'll see. How do you feel about Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin? I like both of them, but not for buying low and selling high and hoping that you get a 100x. I'm saying that Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, after the crypto.com bubble bursts, Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin will still be there. I have a great deal of confidence in that. I've been hearing people calling for the bull run to end in March 2025. That would be great. I would love that. That would be a 100,000 plus Bitcoin. Did you mention an H-bar high? H-bar's trash, at least this time. That's something that I buy in the next bear market, but H-bar's tokenomics are terrible. Every 4 years makes it so much easier. Yeah, exact Angelfish man. You're validating my point, right? Wouldn't that make things so much easier if we could buy in the year after, 2 years after the halving, hold until the year after the halving, sell the year after the halving, and then buy back in 2 years after the halving? Wouldn't that be lovely? But that's just not how that's not how it's going to work. That worked in the past, but now that people kind of know the drill, because let me tell you, the 2018 bear market, 2019, 2020, there were very few people buying because there were a lot of people who were convinced that these altcoins were dead. And they had every reason to be convinced that they were dead because like almost every altcoin was like this for 3 years. All right. And then those who bought and showed conviction were rewarded. Anyway, the HEEHEE dedicated content is super excited. This project refuses to fail and the team doesn't quit. The dedicated believers will be rewarded. IMO. Yes, sir. Thoughts on Base Terminal? Intrigued since your X repost. Yeah, they're launching soon. There's been a lot of effort put into it. They've been working slowly. They've been working hard. I think that it'll do well when it launches. I think it's launching in November, right? I have both API 3 and Axelar. Which one would you buy more if you didn't have to DCA? I think right now I'd say API 3. Until before your cycle breaks, you have to respect it. No, you don't. You can respect it in the sense that most people think it's going to happen. But again, the burden of proof is on the 4-year cycle believers. So yeah, you have to respect it. You have to at least consider it as a possibility. I will agree with you, Crypto Gumby. But again, the burden of proof is on the 4-year cycle believers. That we have all this data pointing to a recession in 2025. Mountains of data. We see unemployment on an upward trajectory. And what happens when unemployment goes on an upward trajectory is that it gets aggressive very quickly. And you guys are saying that we're no matter what, we're going to have the typical 4-year cycle where people will go risk on during a time. Nothing is more risky than crypto right now. Nothing is more risky to invest in. That because it's supposed to happen every year after the halving, it's supposed to happen, that it's going to happen again this time around. I have a hard time believing. And then here's another thing that I would tell you is why would altcoins, under this scenario, why would altcoins do that? Wouldn't it just be Bitcoin because it's the 4-year halving cycle? Okay, you know what? You want to tell me that Bitcoin will go up over $100,000 in a recession? Maybe I'm open to that possibility, but not altcoins when people are going risk off. That's taking it too far. Getting out earlier is better than round tripping. Calvin says 2025. Listen, I respect Calvin Hill. There have been plenty of things that people have brought up that he said, I do not have time to watch his live streams. I don't watch any of his videos, but I'm going off of things that you have said. And every time that I have disagreed with Calvin Hill, I have been proven right. And I'm not exaggerating. Every time that I have publicly on this live stream disagreed, at least with something that you guys have told me that Calvin Hill has said, I have been right. Now, Calvin Hill, I have nothing but respect for that man. But Calvin Hill was calling for a new all-time high for Gala Games. That's one example. And I told you that there's absolutely no way that Gala Games was putting in a new all-time high. I came from a much more informed position than he did. And there's no way that's going to happen. There's zero. All right, you know what? I never say 0%. There's a 0.0001% chance that Gala Games will put in a new all-time high. So, anyway. You keep ignoring most of the comments on ICP. Do you not know also if you do answer my question, what's your price prediction for ICP this bull run? Abdullah, why there's always a certain price a certain person commenting on my live stream on YouTube who you're not paying attention to the fact that I'm just going down through the comments and I'm behind. Man, come on, man. I'm not ignoring any comments on ICP. I've talked a lot about ICP during this live stream. All right, thoughts on Helium Mobile answered that. Is ETH looking bearish? Seems to me that way, while Bitcoin looks bullish. We still have some room to go up for Bitcoin's dominance. So yeah, Ethereum, it's what do we say about Ethereum, you know? I mean, could this liquidation wick on August 5th be the bottom? I tend to think it will, but we're kind of close to that. So, all right. Do you think S&P will follow a similar pattern to what you're thinking for crypto, or maybe just the NASDAQ? Yeah, S&P, yes. You said you think large caps will pump first, followed by mid caps, and finally small caps memes in accordance with money flow chart. Does it mean that you plan to rotate your capital and not just hold spot? 100%. I'm rotating my capital. Pravat, you bought the peak, okay? I am grinding every day. I'm not even going to read your comment. It's an obnoxious comment. I am grinding every day. I'm giving everything I have into this. I've put more than $25,000 of my own money into this. I burned $7 million worth of this cryptocurrency. So what have you done to improve your investment? It's a community-based cryptocurrency. Have you done anything? I think a desk slam is in order. That's for Pravat. Let's see. Is there like a vanguard of crypto? Only for Bitcoin. All right. Pravat, I just answered your question. Don't know if you talked about Dojo yet. Just that I'm bullish on Dojo. Alex, can you please answer my question? Man, guys. All right, I'm just going to say it again. I'm sorry. All right, so we have Abdullah. Is that Abdullah? Who's like, you know, where is that? Yeah, Abdullah. You keep ignoring my question. We have Pravat. Please answer my question. There is a certain person, a certain type of person who like cannot handle losing money. And you want to go off in whatever direction you want to go off in that. You need to do a better job of handling your emotions and of understanding that this market is an incredibly difficult market to navigate. There will be a time. Yeah, Pravat, you're done. Man, I give everything. I give my life to this. And there's things that I don't have any control over. And you guys are some of you are just killing. I mean, I know 98% of you are cool. I'm just tired of it, man. It's been a downtrending market since March. Thoughts on ChainSwap? I think ChainSwap's going to make a recovery. Don't let them get to you. I mean, I'm moving on, okay? It's just like I've given as much as I possibly could. I have given, think about this from this perspective. I have given a year's worth of my children's tuition to school to HEEHEE. What percent do you assign the possibility that we don't get any post-cut pump and we just bleed down until the money printer's turned on? How about a 35%? Are you going to sell all your bag by end of the year? That's the plan. I mean, we'll see. Except for meme coins. Thank you, Alex, for your time and info you provide. Much appreciated. Thank you. Tony, can you explain a little? The original projections are not in play. It's confusing on what people are shooting for. Like I have too much ADA, your price was 486. Tony, I know you've been in this live stream plenty of times, even though I blocked you on TikTok because you were totally obnoxious there. Sell, okay? This is all you need to take away from this. Don't hold until $4.86 Cardano. I don't believe that we're getting there. in 2024 or 2025, maybe 2026. Take profits. That's all you need to hear. What do you think about Flux? I like Flux. Thoughts on TIA? I mean, you know, I made a video talking about Celestia. They have this massive unlock coming on October 30th. Celestia, $4.09. You know, could it make some kind of an upswing between now and that unlock? I do think it will. How high will it go? I don't have a target for that, but I will sell my Celestia before that October 30th unlock. Why can't you just pump the market? Yeah, I wish I could. Alex, great info, but at this point in time, we can say that crypto is unpredictable. It certainly is unpredictable. Now, there are things that we use as tools. Okay, here's my number one. One of my biggest rules, or not one of my number one rules. One of my biggest rules is that there are no rules. Even that rule. I mean, no, that's my only rule. Okay, there are no rules in investing. There are no things that have to happen that we say this must happen. But there are plenty of guides. Okay, there are plenty of things that can guide us into making projections as to what will happen. For example, September historically being a bad month, that's a guide. It's not a rule. It doesn't have to happen that way, but it's happened almost every time. Not only in crypto, but in stocks. The 4-year halving playing itself out the way that it always has, that's a guide. It is not a rule. So we can anticipate certain things that could happen based off of the fact that it happened similar to that in the past. So anyway, Lido DAO, I don't know anything about Lido DAO. Red Day, is it red? Are we red now? I mean, I know Bitcoin's back under 55,000. So, TBF, if you look at the weekly, it looks like one of the mightiest bull flags Bitcoin has ever seen with a length of time in this range. Yeah, people are calling it a bull flag. Do you call it a megaphone, which isn't always bullish? There's lots of debate as to what's happening. Is it the end of distribution? So what was I looking at? Alex, maybe the huge market crash will happen in 2026. Why? You know, I mean, rates will be much lower in 2026 at this time than they are now. Was I clicking on Bitcoin? I don't know. Voting for Kamala is riskier than crypto. I did not say that, TikTok. I'm sorry. That wasn't me. I was just reading a comment. Calvin Hill is too old. No, he's not. To understand crypto and economics, he's the definition of the 4-year halving cycle. That's a little too strong. But okay. Thoughts on Accord? I got nothing on Accord. Golem and Starknet, I don't know about any of those. Calvin never said Gala would do a new high. He said don't fade it as there's still money to be made. I'm talking about earlier in 2024. Not recently. I think he's changed his tune on Gala. Calvin has no idea about crypto. He doesn't know about liquidity, market cap. Okay. Your background's more technically good. Okay. Anyway. AC, do you follow Jimmy Moore on TikTok? No. I have no idea who that is. Do you recommend him? How high do you think Bitcoin will go in 2024? $80,000. Pendle, Uni, and Jupiter, dope or nope? Pendle, dope, Uni, nah. Jupiter, yes. Aerodrome, talked about Aerodrome a ton already. Can you please look at API 3 tokenomics? I did in my API 3 price target video. So you will hold your meme coins until 2026, 2027? No. Remember what I just said, okay? I mean, I don't know if you heard this part, but I could see meme coins running into 2025. If Bitcoin peaks at $80,000, there's still going to be a lot of belief that Bitcoin's going to go to well over 6 figures in 2025, and that belief can cause people to run to meme coins. So I'm hoping to be almost entirely out of utility cryptos by the end of this year. But I'll follow the flow of the market, like I've been saying. You're being trolled. Don't let them get to you. You know how many people contact me saying that they are you. Don't let them get to you. Okay, Todd, thank you. You only lose money if you sell. Just hold. You make lots of money. The host is being waterboarded. Yeah, there we go. All right, JN's going to be in the HEEHEE Telegram soon. Remind everybody, if you buy 0.2 Solana worth of HEEHEE between now and 1 p.m. Eastern time, you have about 2 hours, you'll automatically be entered into a raffle to where you could win $100 worth. And if you own 20,000 HEEHEE tokens, you will be granted access to the HEEHEE Premium Discord, which has already launched. And I'm thinking through what kind of exclusive content can I add to that Discord that will only be available on the Discord. Thank you, Tony. All right, Ant-Man, I see your comment. I found that Woo's 2024 downtrend looks a lot similar to Bitcoin's 2021 downtrend before something on the one-day chart, before skyrocketing on the one-day chart. Do I have Woo on here? If not, I'm going to move on. The biggest problem with retail investors is they don't know when to sell. It's hard to sell. It's always hard to sell. But yes, that's true. I mean, Woo's broken through its downtrend. Now it's sideways, so that looks good. Axon Dow, stop spamming. I think it's going to make a comeback. I don't know how high. Will this October be Rocktober again? I believe so. Stop spamming. What happened to HEEHEE? We launched the premium Discord. Is that what you're asking? So, Celestia looks like it's about to rip. We'll see. There's one rule I guess everyone should follow. Only invest what you can afford to lose. That's a good rule to follow. Thoughts on Turbo meme coin? I'm not really paying attention to meme coins right now, but I think Turbo will do well. I don't think the unlocks for TIA will have that much of an impact as they might have in a Euphoria run. There will be some downward pressure, but not sure it'll be that crazy. I mean, Crayon Dave, it's if we're going according to what you think is going to happen, that we're repeating 2019, then yeah, you're right. Thoughts on LCX and Solana? LCX bottomed out 11 cents. Solana, I've given you fantastic entries on Solana over and over again. I hope you've been paying attention. Where's Solana right now? 127. We'll see. I mean, it's held this trend line, not a trend line. It's held this level of support very well. So 127 seems like it's a good entry. Can Turbo hit at 5 billion? I have no idea. All right, good luck to you. You bought some HEEHEE, Daryl. Calvin has shown millions of dollars on his lives. These burns talking crap are clearly haters and broke. These bums talking crap. Yeah, I have no ill will towards Calvin. I missed your tokenomic video on API 3. Can you please do a short one? No. You can watch the video on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to take the time to make a short one for those who have missed it. No. It has dropped a lot since the launch. Yes, Will. We launched at the peak. I wish I had more control over it. If I could do it again, I would have scooped up 90% of the supply and then diamond handed that, never sold any of it. Thank you, Jerry. Is WorldCoin cooked? Nothing's cooked. You watched the Patriots yesterday? I did, yes. So I have a lot of friends who are Bengals fans, and I feel bad for them because it's like I like the Bengals, but the Patriots are my team, and you know, there will be more videos about HEEHEE soon. Okay, I've come to find that it crushes my reach. And what am I going to talk about? Yeah, bye, HEEHEE. We're going to the moon. Okay, now I have something to talk about in my videos where I'm able to highlight content about the premium Discord. So, opinion about world. I mean, supply's not diluted at all. We'll see. Will you do a Turbo video? No. Please stop asking me about Turbo. Have you seen this not cat token on CoinMarketCap up so much? No. I have no idea what that is. How probable is LCX reaching 30 cents again in 2024? I think it's probable. I think it's very probable. Alexander Richards, I don't know anything about GameSwift. What are you investing in today? I'm probably just going to sit on my hands today. Probably do some trades based off charts, but thoughts on Aptos? I like Aptos. Price prediction on Flux. I made a video with a price target, but my price targets are toast. I don't have one. All right, guys, I'm switching over to what will happen to crypto during the presidential election. I'm switching over to subscriber only. I don't have an answer for you, Will. If Trump wins, I think there'll be a bit of a pop in the market, but I don't think Trump's not going to be able to prevent a recession, and then he'll receive all the blame for it if he wins. If Kamala wins, who knows? You know, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. I'm not one of those doomsday people. I don't think there will be a pop in the market after the elections, but we can still ride out, ride up in 2024. I mean, Biden won in 2020. That didn't stop anything. All right, see you later, Bull. Thoughts on GME stock earnings coming out? I have no idea. All right, I'm going to switch to subscriber only on TikTok. If you want to stay in this live stream, head on over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin on YouTube, and you can stay in the live stream. Or you can join for for a low price. I'm not going to say how much, but for a low price, you can join this channel as a subscriber. There are plenty of benefits. So I already talked about Tia. I asked about HEEHEE and you got mad. What did you ask? One for Mr. DJ. And what was your question? And let's see if I get mad again. $5.99. There we go. There are questions, and then there are questions that are not actually questions. They're just cloaked in accusation. And I'm just tired of it. So you could share your trades live as a premium service on the HEEHEE Discord, along with showing people why you are choosing the trade so we can learn how to do it. There are trades that I do that are more scalps that I don't want to share on the Discord, but some of the stronger ones I'll be happy to share. There are other people on the team that are more active in that regard, and I trust that they have a lot more time than I do to give to trading, because trading can, if you want to do it well, it may end up being a full-time gig. So for me, I'll just be honest with you, for me to trade well, I would have to do it. I could still do my live streams, but make very little content throughout the day. To do it well, I'd have to do it like that. All right, what do we want to look at? Thank you, Matthew. Bonk, you want to look at Bonk? Okay. I'm not too high on meme coins right now, but let's check out Bonk. Yeah. All right, so I banned you, Pravat. What do you say? All right, let me read your question. What do you say to us who followed your advice and lost 96%? I'm sorry if you got mad. I just rewrote it because I thought you did not see it. Oh, I saw it. But I saw it. Yeah, no, never mind. I understand what you're saying. What do you want me to do? So I'm getting mad again. What do you want me to do? I've done everything I can. I have given everything to this. The market conditions have not been favorable. That's why I'm mad, because it's like, what do you say to us? I can't give you anything else. There's nothing else I can do. I've tried everything, and I'm continuing to give everything, and it's been one of the most difficult experiences of my life. Okay, that's what I would say to you. The market conditions have not been for us. I'm giving everything. I will continue to give everything. And I'm tired of questions like that. And I think you're the one who's saying, you've been asking that question over and over again, like I have the power to just make things reappear. And they will reappear if you are patient. All right, bonk. I mean, it hasn't broken a downtrend with bonk. It's putting in lower lows. I would not touch this yet. Wait until after meme coins, when we have a return for meme coins. Thank you, Nick and Starbuck. You come back with a different account and you ask me the same question. Can you look at ton? Ton. Here's the problem with ton. It's continuing. It's still up a decent amount. I'd rather be buying altcoins that are down near their bear market bottoms. Okay, this just looks like a nice. This looks like, I mean, it looks like an inverted cup and handle that's forming. You know, will it form? You know, will it rise and then dump? I don't love it right now. I wouldn't touch it. So, what do you like? What do you mean? What do I like? Like to buy right now? Look at Tau. Let me look at Tau. I mean, again, that 236 retrace looks like the bottom. It just looks like it's in a sideways chop. So what coins would you touch right now? A lot. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies I would touch. The ones that have broken downtrends and are now sideways. Those are the ones I would touch, not the ones that are in clear downtrends. I don't hold swarm markets, no. Did you rotate out of memes completely or consolidate into high conviction holding? I feel like I need a meme graveyard wallet at this point. I sold a decent amount of my meme coins. There's still some that I'm holding on to. I'm just going to hold on to them. So Bitcoin going to 53 to 51 today? I don't think so. Look at Render. I already looked at Render. It looks okay. Sync is up 12%. Never touching that again. Near J. There we go. He wants you to give him a loan for his losses. Sure, man. Yeah. What does he want? You know? Yeah. I would say I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just giving my opinions based on the data. There we go. That's what I should say to that guy, but he's gone. He has done what he can. I lost my bottom in Landwolf. Don't blame Alex. Thank you. Has AO's bottomed out? All right, Big D, you're in. It might not have. It doesn't look like it has. A lot of those AI cryptocurrencies are so much higher than their bear market bottoms. That's the problem. Thoughts on IDEX? I don't know enough. I'm not in it. It's an old cryptocurrency. I'm not looking at Render. I already did that. Where are we? Hey, Alex, have you done a video meetup with Alvarez yet? The two of you together are major economic alpha. I have not. I'm open to it. We were going to go live a couple weeks ago, but I got banned. I have a good chunk of money in memes, what should I get into instead? Larger caps for now, but I mean, like, you know, at some point these memes are going to bottom out. Did anything else happen with the founder? He was arrested, right? The founder of Telegram, is that what you're asking, Dave? I think he's been released, but I don't know. Too late to buy Sui. It is not too late to buy Sui. Look at Flux price prediction. I don't have a price prediction for Flux. I could see Flux putting a new 2024 high this year. Is rotating capital a game only for mercenaries, or can it be executed properly by regular market participants as well? Second cycle guys. It's not easy. I think there's a way to do it. Maybe you just skip the mid caps and small caps and go from large caps to meme coin, something like that. Have you looked at GRT? I've not. Is it breaking its downtrend? This is just not a great angle on this. Let's see, would that work? That would work, which I think this is what the traders are looking at. This looks like a really good one to get in on right now. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, 2T. Losers always want to blame somebody else. Yeah. Beppe and Baby Brett holding up well. Okay. That's good to know. Has Pendle bottomed out? I think it has. Same deal with the downtrend, holding the downtrend line as support. Ready to bounce. 1K to spend, Dojo or Render? I'd say Dojo. I don't like rotating between. I'd rather get my positions because you just don't know when something will pump. That's fine, Crayon Dave. Yeah, you want to do that? That's fine. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, I already banned the idiots. Thank you. Look at Pendle and Sui. Yes, they've bottomed. Just me personally, I get why people in the know do rotate, though. Yeah. Did you see Alvarez talk about the bond market having a whipsaw move? I saw that for the yield curve inversion, but it's too early to tell, and I think he would say that. So there's one guy on YouTube that posts every day about Caspa and throwing out insane numbers. What are your thoughts? Please. $1.07 is my thought. That's $29 billion for Caspa. Maybe this person knows something I don't know. Maybe he thinks it's going to be the next Bitcoin, or that it's a superior version of Bitcoin. I don't believe that. Since all altcoin charts look the same, do you think they will all pump together as well? I don't think they all look the same. I think a lot of them look the same. A lot of larger market cap utilities look the same, and that they would pump together, yeah. But then there's still some that are very much downtrends. So, yes, I like Flux. I feel like AI coin are strongly tied to NVIDIA with good reason, but I have you see the Lex Friedman and Musk podcast. I'm more bullish on AI coins more than ever because of Neuralink. Okay, I need to do some research there. Alvarez said that the whipsaw move just delays the recession, but it will still come. Yeah, and we need to still figure out if we're going to have a recession, if we're going to have that whipsaw move. So we'll see. All right, exactly what he's saying. Caspa will be the new Bitcoin. That makes me very hesitant to get on board with that mindset. There is no new Bitcoin. Bitcoin launched. Bitcoin was the fairest launch of all time. Caspa, it launched, and anything that launched after that, it's like there were those who were able, the people who launched it, able to get their hands on it in supplies that they wanted. First movers. Thank you, Ollie. All right, I got about 2 more minutes. I'm really hungry. All right, I'm with you in the sense of a pump first, though. Oh, shoot, I missed a Nebraskan Gooner comment, didn't I? I'm with you in the sense of a pump first, though, going back to the Gaussian stuff. Yeah, 49K was highly likely the local bottom. Yeah, all right, so we're on the same page. Thank you, Calixto and Allen. Has Gala Games bottomed out? Yes, it has. I already looked at the chart. Somebody said something about Nebraskan Gooner, and I'm remembering that I missed that comment. All right, so I remember the comment. It's like he's gonna grind. It's gonna grind down for the remainder of the year. That's I understand why Nebraskan Gooner would say that, and I disagree. But here's the thing: he's a pure chartist. Okay, he will change as the charts show him what is most likely to come in October. And then he'll be like, okay, you know what? We're not going to grind down. And that's why what I appreciate about Nebraskan Gooner is that he's flexible, and you should be flexible in situations like that. Alt season going to be crazy? All right, we'll see. Thoughts on AO's bottom? It's too hard to call right now. Do you like Flux? Yes, I like Flux. Yes, yes. How often do you eat? I have no idea what that is, Ant-Man. All right, I'm going to be done. Have a good one, everybody. See you next time.